Gonna listen to what Miss Peta says. Listen to what she says. Gonna listen to what Miss Peta says. Listen to what she says.
Hello everyone, it's Peta here from FACEROBICS, your personal face exercise coach, and today is future visioning. And I have a really good subject today to talk about with your future visioning. It's something that will help you release your thoughts and take them up to another level. And our thoughts are very, very powerful things. So when you're doing affirmations, what happens is that those thoughts, those positive thoughts, will spark off little chemicals in your body. And when that sparks off those chemicals, it interacts with the universe and off they go. The same is if you're having negative thoughts. They spark off all those little chemicals that send all that information into the universe, and it comes back to you what you're actually sending out. Now, it's taken me a long time to understand that concept, and I really have been working at doing positive affirmations. So I wanted to talk to you today about what happens when we don't do positive affirmations and what happens in our body. Now, the one thing I really think is a little secret thing that we do, and I did it for a long time because I came from a family that was a very difficult family. I came from a family where my father was an alcoholic personality, my grandfather was an alcoholic, and all the alcoholic personalities has gone right through our family. So having a father who had an alcoholic personality created a whole heap of problems that, you know, if he wasn't like that, we wouldn't have had them. But having said that, in one sense, I'm pleased about who my father was because I wouldn't be the person who I was today. So regardless of how difficult it was to live with him and regardless of how nasty he was at times, whatever he did to me, it's brought me to the person I am today. And that's how I look at it because I really like who I am. I respect myself and I know where I stand in the world. When you know what you're doing, then you can learn to stop. Now, one of the things that I used to do was I used to look at people's success, and I used to look at them and I'd be incredibly jealous and envious of them. And I would have this talk and chatter in my head, incessant chatter in my head about how inferior I was, and looking at somebody else who was successful, thinking, how can they be so successful? It's not fair. I don't like that success. That's not fair that they're successful and I'm not. I had plenty of that chatter, plenty of jealousy in me. But as I went through my journey, and it's really only even been in the last 10 years, that I have managed to really get a handle on those type of thoughts. And the more that I started to get a handle on them, the more successful I became because I wasn't envious of other people. I was happy for their success. And when my friends would call me up and say, look what I've done, look at this, look what I did, I would be just absolutely overjoyed for them. Because, you know, I'm in business myself, and I know how much work it is to stay in business. And I know when you conduct yourself in business, you have to conduct yourself in a certain manner to be successful. And my businesses have taught me this. So I'm so happy that I have gone through all of this. So when I see people who are successful, I ask them, how did you do that? I'm so amazed that you did that. That's incredible. And I say it because I want to learn too. And I want them to feel so great and so proud of themselves of what they've achieved. It really is. When you change your thoughts and change the way you look at things, it sparks up a whole new way of looking in the world, and the world comes back to you in such a wonderful way, in ways that you never even dreamed of. So that's my message to you today, is if you have got those thoughts that you get envious and jealous of people, and it's okay, you don't have to tell anybody, you don't have to tell me, it's a human condition. And this is what it's called, a human condition. But we can learn to rise above that condition. So what I encourage you today is think about your motivations, think about your thoughts, hear your thoughts, break them down, and maybe split yourself off a bit and listen to what you're saying in your mind. Listen to what your chatter is, because it's that chatter that is creating your reality. If you can change that chatter, and then if you can stop that chatter, which is even better, the moment you stop that chatter in your mind and there's peace in your head, you have got so much space in there to create. This is actually what happened to me. The moment all that negative chatter stopped, the moment I understood what I was talking about in my head and telling myself, putting it out to the world, the moment all that stopped, I became successful. And I really encourage you guys to do this as well. So I hope that's a really good message for you today. Let's do our inspiration card. Last week it was grateful. Now that's a really good card for what I'm talking about, because it's being grateful for everything you've got. Being grateful and not looking at other people's success and saying, look how successful they are, look, that's wrong and they shouldn't be that successful. Be grateful for what you've got and don't look at others. Don't compare yourself to others. Be grateful for what you've got. And you'll find when you look at what you've got, you'll be so happy and so grateful. Okay, so let's put these back in the deck. The deck's over here. You know, every week I forget to get the deck out in front of me, but that's okay. All right, so we'll open them up again. We'll put that card back into it and let's find another one. I really hope that that's going to help you. Think about your chatter. Listen to your chatter and ask yourself, is this chatter helping me? Is this chatter helping me for my best and highest good? And for the best and highest good of others. All right, so let's just shuffle these again. And like normal, I'll pull them out. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. This one here, right away, this one here was the one that I thought to pull out. Oh, that's very interesting. We've had this card before. It's called altruistic. Now, I don't take out, if I take out cards that we've already had, that's fine, because these are the message that we need. And this is actually relating to what I'm saying today. Altruistic. I am genuinely concerned for the welfare and growth of others. I feel their strengths. Now, this is really what I'm talking about. That's really getting into the nitty-gritty of it. I'm genuinely concerned for the welfare and growth of others. I feel their strengths. Now, that's exactly what I was talking about. You feel their strength. You can actually, if you do that, if you feel their strength, you can start learning from them. It's really very, very magical. Honestly, it's the best thing. I am genuinely concerned for the welfare and growth of others. And what that's telling me is that I'm happy to see others grow, and I'm concerned about who they are and how they are. This is what the message is about. Now, if there's another message for you, please do let me know, but I'm going to put that up on the board for this week. Great message for this week, and it really does go in along with what I'm saying. Altruistic. Now, I've got to be able to set it in there. Let me just push that in. I know I always have trouble with that each week. All right, guys. So you have a lovely week. I hope your affirmation board's coming along. Really hope you've been doing your compilation words, because they really have been helping. My financial freedom now starting to kick in, and delaying gratification. I've put in my subscribers. So I've set a task for my subscribers and how many I'd like to come on a day. Again, it's all positive affirmation, and that's what it's all about. Positive, loving everyone, and being happy for everyone's success. All right, guys, well, I hope that's helped you today. I hope it's inspired you today, and I'll see you on Monday for Motivation Monday. Bye now.
Go listen to what Miss Peta says. Listen to what she says. Go listen to what Miss Peta says. Listen to what she says. She says.